All right, so this is gonna be some of the first steps to make sure that this cafe racer looks gonna work on my son's RadRunner. And so I just wanna make sure everything fits together. You know, of course I wanna leave a disclaimer because if you did do an adjustment like this, of course you're not gonna have the adjustable seat anymore. And it's also possible, depending on how you adjust your handlebars, they might start to whack the sides. So, but I just have it here fit together. Nothing's actually installed yet, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take it apart and I'm gonna make sure I install it. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I already cut this, not the best cut in the world, but I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna scratch it, just so I know where the two lines are. I'm gonna drill straight through. The bolts here are both M5s, M5.8. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm gonna drill a hole straight through. I'm gonna put them in here, and I'm gonna use an Allen wrench to tighten them up. I have on order 75 millimeter bolts, so I can go straight through this as well. That way it'll be completely secure, but for now, I'm gonna put this here, it's gonna balance on here, and it's gonna be attached right up here. But since Home Depot doesn't carry it, I found it on Amazon, so I'll leave the link in the bottom. Actually, I'll leave the link to most of these things in the bottom, so that if you want to do it yourself, you can. You're gonna want to take a 1/4 inch drill bit and go all the way through. That way you can attach it. So I'm gonna boom, straight through. Same thing, same spot. Straight through, perfect. All right, here's for my temporary measures. Like I said before, I'm gonna just put these originals in here. I'm just gonna tighten it down straight through. So I put the originals in. I'm just gonna tighten it straight down like this. So I'm gonna put this through here and tighten. Let's get rid of some of this extra excess. Like I said, get it in and tighten a little bit. All right, then we're gonna go to the other one and tighten a little bit. That way we can get them both secure. Oh, I did not tighten either one. Good to know. So I gotta get in on this one. Gotta look underneath. Perfect. And so like I said, when I get the longer bolts, I'm gonna take this apart and run the bolt completely through the console into this. But for now, this will work just fine. You'll notice that you can't see the holes in here, so we're gonna have to go back this way and create holes. So it looks to be about 1.5 inches. So we'll have to make these holes, the holes here and here. That way it fits through. Yes, actually, yeah, right there. It's about 1 inch difference. And then I'll be able to bolt through when it's time. Add this hole. And of course I'm going to add a washer on top, so later on. So later on I can tighten it through, even if I have to make the hole a little bit bigger. And we can see that the hole's lining up. This one we need to make a small adjustment, but it's pretty close. So later on I'll just go straight through and bolt it all up. Now I need to adjust the holes on this side to make sure it fits. Okay, so on this one, I can tell that this one still works, which means that the spacing's right. So I just need to match the spacing. I'm just gonna eyeball it. And now I should be able to attach it. Perfect, matches up. I like it, I like it. Okay, so I'm tightening up in here. There we go. Now it's extended, taller. Like how that looks. Let's fit this top on. Boom. Looks like my son won't be making any super hard turns, but it fits. Okay, perfect. Let's see what the axis looks like before I tighten things down. Yeah, still works. It's just gonna fight with the seat a little bit, but you know, this is really for looks more than anything else. All right, so the way I secure this is I put them to the inside, just like this. Of course, I'll be linking this cushion as well. This cushion is a 2-up seat, so it's meant for 2 different people. They need a 10mm, 10. Just tighten this thing up. Of course, I need to take out the seat, but we're going to set this in here. And these are going to kind of sit here on the outsides of this. That way we can pinch it. That way we can pinch it and it'll stay on. And then if you look, the cushions, the little rubber pieces, they sit there, and this just kind of sits flat right there. So as soon as we tighten this down, it should stay perfectly. So about a 1/4 by 4 inch bolt, 2 lock nuts, 2 washers, or 2 lock washers. So I run through here. Take the washer and the lock washer, finally the nut, preferably a nylon nut, but they didn't have any today, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to tighten this up, and then it will be attached to his bike. All right, you're going to need 7/16. I only have 1 ratchet right now, so I'm just going to hold it on the other side while this side tightens. So here we go, 7/16. Actually, I need the second extension so I don't whack the bike. Okay, now that that's all tight, see, it doesn't move anymore. So see, we're gonna take it for a quick test ride, see how it feels. I definitely could have gone with a smaller nut, so I would say maybe probably a 3 probably would have been enough, maybe even a 2.5. So that's something I can change later, and I'll put that into the description to buy a 2.5 or a 3. There you go, I got the battery on, so we're gonna go out and try it out real quick. Oh, this feels way different. Wow, this feels way different than it did before. believe it or not, I'm still up kind of high. One of the downsides is that now my legs rub a little bit more here, but honestly, for the look, it's hard to deny how cool it looks. Of course, I will be planning to change the handlebars to a cafe racer style handlebar. Awesome. With my RadRunner moped. It's looking pretty good. I still need to change the headlight and the handlebars, but I think that looks really sick. I'm really happy with how it turned out.